You'd expect the best cloud storage to be private, since it's basically your digital diary. But instead, a lot of big tech services quietly treat your data like an open book. I think it's time to learn about an actually private vault. Stick with me through this Proton Drive review, and by the end, you'll know if this provider is the privacy solution you've been looking for. Just so you know, I left a link in the description that'll take you straight to Proton Drive. It also activates the biggest discount. Now, first things first, a reliable privacy-focused product needs two things. It has to be designed with privacy as the main goal, and it needs to operate in a jurisdiction with strong privacy laws. Proton Drive checks both boxes, starting with jurisdiction. Its parent company is based in Switzerland, which is not part of the 5, 9, or 14 Eyes alliances. That means Switzerland isn't legally obligated to share your data with other governments. Talking about design, what makes Proton Drive truly a private cloud storage is its zero-access architecture. Proton Drive is built so that only you can access your files. Everything you upload is end-to-end encrypted on your device before it ever reaches Proton's servers. Meaning, by design, Proton simply doesn't have the ability to decrypt or analyze your files, even if it wanted to. And that's what makes it true encrypted cloud storage. So what about other providers? Well, if we compare Proton Drive versus Google Drive, Proton is miles ahead when it comes to privacy. Google doesn't even use true end-to-end encryption, which is basically the minimum requirement for real privacy. So zero-knowledge encryption, which goes even further, is completely out of reach. And honestly, it's unlikely Google will ever get there because its entire business model depends on having access to your data. Whether it's for AI training, product development, or serving personalized ads across its ecosystem, they need that access to keep many of their services free. True zero-knowledge encryption would completely break that revenue model, so don't expect it anytime soon. In over 10 years of history, Proton has never experienced a breach, and that alone says a lot about its security. But let's say worst case scenario, someone actually manages to break into Proton's servers. Honestly, I'd feel kind of bad for them. All that effort for basically nothing. They just find a pile of encrypted data that's essentially unreadable gibberish with no way to decrypt it. And these aren't just polished marketing claims either. Proton Drive backs them up by making its source code public so anyone can inspect how the encryption works. Independent security firms have already done exactly that, auditing the software, picking it apart, and finding no major issues while confirming Proton security claims. Now obviously, most people aren't going to sit there reading thousands of lines of code. The point is that the system is open to verification. Anyone who doesn't want to blindly trust a company can actually test the claims themselves. And just to compare, none of this really applies to big cloud storage providers like Google Drive or Microsoft OneDrive. Their code is closed, their systems are basically a black box, and you're just trusting them at their word. All things considered, Proton Drive is easily one of the best online storage services for protecting your privacy. Don't wait, grab the best deal through the link in the description. There's still a few more things we should cover in this cloud storage review, and one of them is usability. The Proton Drive app is available on all major operating systems except Linux. But no worries, Linux users can still access the service through a browser. The process of uploading files for safekeeping is really simple. The moment you open Proton Drive, it feels familiar in a good way. Folders on the left, files in the middle, and a storage bar showing how much space you've used. You can upload files with drag and drop straight from your desktop, or click the upload button if you prefer. You organize everything into folders just like on your computer, right-click to rename or move files, and if you want to share something, one click gives you a secure link with options to add a password or expiration date. And managing shared content is just as easy. There's a dedicated Share tab where you can see every file you've shared, revoke access, change passwords, or update expiration dates in a click. Nothing is buried in confusing menus. It's the kind of app you can figure out in 30 seconds. Oh, and with the Proton Drive subscription, you also get access to Proton Docs and Proton Sheets. Both work similarly to their Google equivalents, but are redesigned around privacy, keeping the same end-to-end encryption I mentioned earlier. Proton still won't be able to access your content inside them. So are there any downsides to such a strict privacy policy, specifically the zero-knowledge architecture? Honestly, yes and no. It really depends on your needs and what you personally consider a downside. Naturally, because Proton can't access your unencrypted data, there's no built-in AI assistant for summarizing or editing files. In contrast, services from companies like Google or Microsoft can offer those tools specifically because they're able to process your data directly on their servers. There are also some limitations with real-time collaboration and advanced sharing controls, which can feel more limited compared to mainstream alternatives. But once again, that comes down to encryption. Since files are encrypted end-to-end, enabling live editing between multiple users at the same time becomes a lot more complex. So naturally, Proton Drive is less ideal for heavy collaboration teams where multiple people constantly need to edit together, or for users who rely on third-party integrations like Jira or Slack. That said, Proton is actively working on improving these areas. Now let's talk pricing. Through our link, you'll find Proton's standalone and unlimited plans, both available with monthly or yearly pricing. I'd recommend the yearly option since it comes with a much bigger discount. If your main goal is simply secure cloud storage, the standalone plan is a really solid pick. But if you want more than that, the unlimited plan bundles all of Proton's privacy-focused services into one account, including Proton Mail for encrypted email, Proton Pass for password management, and their highly regarded VPN service, Proton VPN. To sum up this Proton Drive review, the service is an excellent solution for anyone who values confidentiality and wants an unmatched privacy-focused approach. Proton Drive is the best cloud storage option not just for journalists or activists, but really for anyone storing sensitive documents. And honestly, even for people who simply aren't comfortable with companies accessing their private data, monetizing it, sharing it with third parties, or doing whatever else they decide with it. If that sounds like you, make sure to get Proton Drive with the discount by using the link in the description. That's it. Don't forget to leave a comment letting me know what you think about Proton Drive. See ya.